So I keep getting asked by people over and over what cards I'm most excited for with the new cards coming out for Legends of Runterra. So I decided to finally put out this video to let you guys know the cards that I am the most excited to be brewing and playing with in the game. Now, anyone that knows me knows that I'm not necessarily looking for the most powerful or the best or the most tier 1 meta breaking cards and decks, because I don't really care about that. I'm not here trying to hit the highest ranks with the most competitive best decks out there that smash face. That's not really what I'm into. I'm all about having fun and doing crazy stuff. So these aren't going to be in any kind of order because making like tier lists and order things is too much effort. So I'm just gonna briefly talk through things that I'm excited for. We're gonna be this very relaxing. We're gonna hang out, we're gonna drink some coffee, and it's gonna be a good time. So let's start with champions first. Again, in no particular order, these are the champions that I am the most excited for, and we'll start with Swain. Swain is really cool, and I think that he enables some archetypes that I enjoy and make them a little more viable, especially with the Crimson stuff. So I want to play Swain. I want to play like Vladimir Swain quite a bit, and like Sejuani Swain, and I'm sure I can't say her name, but that's fine. And she didn't even make my list, so whatever. So Swain is really cool. He enables a lot of interesting things. So his leveled up version, well, here we go. So he's pretty easy to flip, I think, and his leveled up version is very cool. So I'm hoping this can make some sort of Noxian Crimson mid-range combo control strategy work. I don't really know exactly necessarily what the deck looks like, but he just enables some things that I think seem really cool. So Swain makes my list for a card I'm very excited for, and something I'll be brewing quite a bit with. All right, next champion I'm very excited for is Fizz. So when the voice lines got data mined for Fizz, I was excited. Soggy Teemo, as he's being referred to, is something that I'm very thrilled about. And he reminds me a little bit of, if you've played Magic the Gathering, the hexproof Boggles or Bogles archetype is something that's very cool. And I think that Fizz makes some interesting decks. I don't think he's as broken and powerful as people think. I've seen a lot of people whining on the internet like, Fizz can't ever die. And he's super easy to kill. He still dies to board wipes, challenger. You still have to play spells. He's not just innately untargetable. But he's a 1-cost champion that can be very aggressive. I'm definitely playing with Teemo because why would you not? They synergize really well and they're like best buds in my opinion. So Fizz is really cool, and his level up animation is top notch. So Fizz is a dude that I am very excited to brew and build decks with. All right. I'm gonna go with 2 more champions that I'm very excited for, and these are the 2 that I think I'm the most excited for, and this whole archetype as a whole. And the next one's gonna be Nautilus. So the whole idea of deep and toss and milling your own cards is something I am very into. Again, coming from Magic the Gathering, I really loved all of the dredge archetypes. Milling your own self to do powerful things is something that I really, really enjoy. And Nautilus is dang sweet. So he gives even like not even so much even for his leveled up ability, although I'm turning into a 13/13 fearsome tough. Sea monsters cost 4 less is very sick. I really like it. But the whole deep idea and archetype as a whole is something that I am super excited for. That's probably gonna be the first stuff I'm gonna be brewing is with this guy and with the next guy who I'm gonna put them both together, obviously, and that's Maokai. Maokai, or Meowkai as I've been calling him. As soon as he was revealed, I was very excited because he's just sweet. Again, getting rid of my own stuff to do cool things is awesome. And I love the idea of messing with my opponent's deck. It's one of my favorite things to do. Even if it's not good, this is something that I cannot wait to do. It looks so exciting to me. And Maokai is just awesome. Plus, I love regeneration as a keyword. Any of the champs that regenerate are champions that I really love. Braum, Vlad, Garen, things that I enjoy. I like being able to play that. Minion combat in this game is very strong, and Maokai seems dope. He seems really cool. It's kind of like a alternate win condition-esque, and again, he synergizes with all the deep stuff really well, and so he is going to be something that I'm brewing with, something I'm very excited for, and those are going to be like my top 4 champions that I am super excited for. So let's talk about some cards I'm really excited for. Again, in no particular order because I'm too lazy to make a tier list. So let's talk about Aurora Borealis. This card, I've been playing a lot of stupid janky Poro decks, like Callista's Poros is one that I really enjoy, but this card is so cool. 7 mana, it's at burst speed, which is important, and you create 2 random Poros from any region and 2 Poro snacks. I'm going to be making some of the thickest Poros ever, and I'm very, very excited for this card. I don't think it's necessarily the strongest card ever made, but it gets me very excited. Next up, I want to talk about, I don't want to talk about this yet. This is another card that when it was shown off, I got very excited about, and that's the Veteran Investigator. I think this card is really sweet. I'm going to be using it with like a Teemo, like an aggressive Teemo-esque strategy. It's probably going to go in my Fizz Teemo deck, but drawing a card is sweet, especially when you're playing aggressive. Being able to draw a card is very good. He's got great stats, 2 mana, 3/2, but also, like, if I want my opponents to draw cards, if they have a lot of puff caps in their deck. So this is something that I like. One of the first things I ever said about this game was the moment we start getting ways to make our opponents draw is when we start getting, is when puff caps start getting more powerful. And so I love this. I'm gonna be playing this card. It is super sweet. But yeah, it's just what I'm excited for. So let's go back to the concept of messing with my opponent's deck, something I am very into. The Yordle Grifter, this card is super cool. So 4 mana, 3/3 from Bilgewater. When I'm summoned, create a warning shot in hand and also Allegiance. Draw 1 from the enemy deck. It's so cool. Like this'll I feel like this is one of those cards that's going to end up on a lot of those like top highlight moment videos because you're going to draw crazy things from your opponent's deck and it's going to be wonderful. On average, your opponent's probably going to put good things in their deck, so it's better than generating a random card. And it's just sweet. I want to draw cards from my deck and also my opponent's deck. This card is super cool, one that I'm very excited for. It's super flavorful. So yeah, this is just a card that I'm super stoked for. Okay, so let's get into the first stuff that I'm going to be messing with and the first things that I'm very, very excited for. And that's, again, everything with deep and all of the sea monsters. This is a tribe that seems really cool, seems very awesome in a controlled type shell. And the first one that I'm crazy stoked for is the Shipwreck Hoarder. 7 mana, 7/5 deep. When he's summoned, you toss 2 and shuffle 2 treasures into your deck, and the treasures are so cool. Yeah, this is just a card that I'm stoked for. I can't wait to play these big dumb sea monsters in this Nautilus deep deck. It just seems cool, and anything that says deep on it, I'm very excited for. Next card, again, that says deep that I'm excited for is the Abyssal Eye. Not only is the art super, super cool, but it is a 3/3 elusive, and whenever you hit the enemy nexus, you draw a card. Card draw's good, elusive's good, deep is good. This card seems sick. 5 mana is not even bad. It's so cool, and it's the same monster. And if you have Nautilus, this could cost 4 less. So this is a card that I am a little more than excited for. Next up, I want to talk about the Terror of the Tides. So this card is 8 mana, 6/5, deep sea monster. Sea monster is important. Attack, give enemies -2/-0 this round. So it's not quite the same, but for some reason I'm getting vibes of this card. There was a card of Magic the Gathering called Doomwake Giant, and this kind of reminds me of it in a way. So whenever you attack, being able to shrink your opponent's stuff is really cool. And I just love this. And also giving all of your sea monsters fearsome synergizes really well, because if you make all their stuff smaller, all your fearsomes now suddenly become unblockable in a lot of cases. Kind of has like the same effect with Ash, where you make the 0 cost dudes unable to block. So this could be a good finisher in the sea monster deck. I love this. I think it's really cool. And again, it's a sea monster and I'm excited for them. So this card makes my list for sure. And I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm going to just end with another dude that I think is cool, and it's the Dead Bloom Wanderer. So this is a 3 mana, 3/2 with lifesteal. And when he's summoned, you toss 3. So again, if you're wanting to play the self-mill, deep toss, Maokai, Nautilus theory craft idea that I'm talking about, one, this helps you do that. It mills your own stuff, but also has lifesteal. So if you're playing this slow, grindy control deck, aggro is probably going to be hard for you to beat. And if this game follows other card games that I played, like Magic the Gathering and Hearthstone, the first bit of an expansion always seems to be very aggressive, as people are just trying to ladder up the quickest, get up there fast, etc., etc. Aggro is usually strong, so you're going to need some ways to stabilize and deal with aggro. So lifesteal helps you with that, and I think this card is very cool and does all the stuff that I want it to do. So yeah, and it's just got sweet art. I know I keep saying that, but it's got sweet art. So yeah, I'm very excited for this. I think it's very cool. So this definitely makes my list of cards that I am stoked for. So yeah, I didn't want to make this video too long. A lot of these like card reveal card theory craft videos go way too long. I just wanted a quick video to kind of like hang out with you guys and share my thoughts on stuff that I'm personally excited about. Again, I don't think that these are the best cards, the most strongest, most tier 1. Before you say, well, there's gonna be this one deck that crushes all the stuff you said. Yeah, I'm sure there is. I don't care. I'm still going to be playing Fizz Teemo and having a great time. So yeah, these are the things that I'm just excited about. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys are stoked for, what you're going to be brewing day one. Let's just have this conversation. Let's share deck ideas. I'm going to be streaming a crap ton for the release. I put out a video earlier that had my release party thing. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for the launch event, I'm going to be streaming 12 hours a day. So come by, keep me company, keep me from going completely insane, because that's a lot of camera time and I might lose my mind. Thank you again. That's all I had. You guys are amazing. And until next time, you stay saucy. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a sexy turn. That's what they call a sexy turn. Oof, baby. Oof. That's one of those sexy type turns. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you like what you saw, it would mean a ton if you would hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell notification to be notified when I post some videos, share this with your friends, all that kind of stuff. You're amazing. I love you. And until next time, you stay saucy.